Okay, Kevin from WagonGear here, and I just finished up doing some repair work on the liftgate and put the glass back in. So I was going to take the opportunity to make a video about putting in the window lock strip welts. These are kind of D-shaped little strips of rubber that go in the expander gap into factory-style gaskets once the chrome has been removed. It's important to note that if that chrome has been removed, these gaskets are no longer sealed. So it's necessary to put some form of expander strip back in there to lock the gasket into place. So first things up, I've actually already gone around here with a little bit of silicone spray and just gotten the groove where the rubber welt needs to go nice and slippery. Note about the silicone spray: if you're going to be doing any paint, it is very, very contaminating to any kind of paint. It won't stick. You'll get nasty fish eyes. If you're going to be doing body work, avoid using this first. To start with, we have the specialized tool, which is actually one of the oldest screwdrivers in my collection. And the reason that I like it is that it has a, is that in there? Yes, good. A nice round shank, and because it is old, it's also burnished, so it's kind of got no sharp edges. If you notice that there's not a typical hexagon shape right there, so it slides nicely. There's other plastic tools and things that could also do the job just fine, but this is the best thing that I've found for it. So, to start with, we're going to go ahead and knock some stuff off the bench. We're going to go ahead and take our new D-shaped welt, and you're going to put the edge on the glass side into the gasket first. It may be tempting to seat the outside edge first and then try and get your screwdriver in there, because if you slip, you'll hit the glass rather than your paint. Unfortunately, the gasket doesn't really like to flex that way, so you have to put the side on the glass side first in, and getting it started is kind of, the only real tricky part. We're just going to get the screwdriver in there, and my hand kind of blocks the view, but I'm just dragging the outside part of the welt over it, just enough to get it started. Once you're started, you're pretty much good to go. You just go work your way all the way around the gasket by seating the glass edge, putting your screwdriver into the other welt, and sliding along. And if you'll notice, I'm kind of keeping the thumb of my other hand right in front of where I want to work, just as a little bit of a safety, so that if I slip out, I don't gouge the paint. That's really the only danger with doing this job, and if you go slow and are careful, it's really not that big of a risk. So anytime it's tight, you just kind of give the screwdriver a little bit of a twisting motion, and it'll work its way over any snags. The straight sections, as you can see, go really nice and quick, and when you get to a corner, you just kind of do the same thing, a little slower. Put the glass edge of the gasket in, and I typically twist the screwdriver while moving it so that I can make sure that the gasket flares up around the expander strip, and also so the screwdriver doesn't slip out and scratch the paint. So up on the vertical here, and I think I'll be out of video frame here shortly, so we'll probably stop, but just slide it along. It is a really, really nice, simple, clean, maintenance-free way to get these sealed up. And it works great. The liftgate gasket is one of the two tight gaskets. This and the windshield gasket have a similar gap in here. If you're doing the whole truck, it's a really good idea to start with the side quarter windows, because they're actually a little bit of a looser fit, so it'll give you a little more wiggle room for learning. But as you can see, it really goes quite quick. Even with all the talking, we're more than halfway done with this piece of glass so far. The entire job shouldn't take more than 45 minutes. There's really nothing technical about it. It's pretty easy to do. My computer scientist brother-in-law has done this when helping me work on trucks with virtually no training. So if he can do it, I'm sure you can as well. Good luck.